Let's take a few minutes to answer the question about what SQSS is and why healthcare providers need it in the current market. Strategic Quality Support System, commonly known as SQSS, is a highly robust shell tool designed to support any type of healthcare provider in getting control of a quality environment that can now cost too much and overwhelm even the most dedicated people. It is purposefully structured to achieve three critical outcomes in an environment where caregivers are running out of the money and manpower for surviving the status quo of a bureaucratic quality culture. These critical outcomes include getting a lot more things right the first time in sustainable and cost-effective ways, reducing the amount of money and manpower that a quality program consumes, and positioning providers to have the big data that it's going to take to survive in an increasingly consumer-oriented and competitive environment. It is a tool built to make quality more manageable in an environment where the earnable healthcare dollar will continue to shrink, the last of the financial protections that once insulated the average provider from failure dry up, and survival of most providers becomes dependent on how well they practice something Duran called big quality, which is how well one does managing everything and anything that can impact financial, operational, and reputational health. What makes SQSS so powerful is the impact it can have on all four of the major cost centers in a typical quality program. For many providers, because of the reactive way they still manage quality, its value lives in the positive impact it can have on a cumulative figure that can now be as much as 50 cents of every dollar they earn. Replacing the manpower that it has traditionally taken to manage and report quality while drastically growing the number of things that can be sustainably right the first time are three of its most impactful features. Making it easier for each person to do more without sacrificing other responsibilities, SQSS is a tool that can raise the bar on quality while helping to reduce costs. What it can do is reflected in the story of a hospital that implemented the system to save itself after an extremely ugly survey, but learned its real value in managing big quality for business success. The blue bar graph to the right demonstrates the growth of quality activities the hospital keeps adding to SQSS with the goal of freeing up the manpower it can take to chase compliance. The green bar graph demonstrates its ability to sustain a compliance rate of around 95% and watch it improve in spite of all the variables like staff turnover that can get in its way. The benefit created by the system lives in the story told by the director of nursing about how she came into work one morning, the informatics nurse, and went home, the DON. Because of SQSS, she was able, with a few simple clicks, to transfer all the responsibilities of the last director to her in a matter of minutes. Compliance in her departments never faltered as she settled in because SQSS kept everyone on task. While SQSS is busy in this hospital helping people get all their big quality related activities right the first time, it is always working in the background to automatically update a range of standardized reports focused on survey readiness along with custom built reports that leadership uses to promote future growth. The goal is for leaders to manage quality real time in a way that reduces the costly consequences that come with patient harm or having to spend the big money it takes to fix the past. Because of SQSS, the hospital never worries about survey readiness because it is always ready, reduced its number of people in quality positions by more than half, and put those FTEs back on the front lines where patient care occurs and money is made, freed its managers up to spend more time on their operational responsibilities, and experienced a reduction in staff turnover while tripling its patient volumes without the need for any additional administrative positions. SQSS was created by a nurse with nearly 40 years of experience in healthcare quality and risk management who learned some of her greatest lessons when she became the CEO responsible for saving a financially failing hospital. It is a tool purposefully built to raise the bar on quality in order to give the American people the kind of experience they seek while maximizing the amount of money and manpower that can stay in a provider's bucket for future growth. As even the largest hospitals in the country with the deepest pockets can no longer chase down enough new revenues to make their operating margins work after accounting for all of their quality-related costs, the time has arrived for the kind of generative business approach to quality management that SQSS supports. It's time for providers to focus on the kind of quality management that helps them grow the future. They need to use SQSS to stop moving money and manpower out of their buckets for future growth. At the same time, they need to use it to free up as much as 20 to 35 cents of what they currently spend on activities that could be done in more business smart ways. To learn more about what SQSS can do for you, please watch the short videos on the home page for each of its major features. Then, please feel free to contact us through the Contact Us page of this website if you have any additional questions.